Ah, the Arctic, a vast frozen wilderness that stretches as far as the eye can see. It's a place of stark beauty and extreme conditions, where only the hardiest of creatures can survive. A land of snow, ice, and the occasional lost penguin. Well, not really. Penguins are actually native to the South Pole, not the Arctic. But the idea of a penguin waddling around up here is pretty funny, isn't it? Just kidding. Penguins live at the South Pole. But the Arctic has its own share of fascinating and amusing wildlife. What you do find in the Arctic is the polar bear, a creature so well adapted to its icy home, it's practically a superhero. With its thick fur and layer of blubber, the polar bear is built to withstand the freezing temperatures and harsh winds of the Arctic, except maybe with a better sense of direction. These magnificent animals can travel vast distances across the ice in search of food, using their incredible sense of smell to locate seals from miles away. Imagine being able to smell a seal from miles away, only to trip over an ice ridge on the way there. It's a reminder that even the most powerful predators can have their clumsy moments. That's our polar bear, a bit clumsy, always hungry, but undeniably amazing. Their hunting skills are unmatched, and they can patiently wait by a seal's breathing hole for hours, ready to strike at just the right moment. But don't let their goofy antics fool you. These bears are incredibly strong and agile, capable of taking down prey much larger than themselves. They are playful and curious, often seen wrestling with each other or sliding down icy slopes just for fun. These are powerful predators, perfectly designed to thrive in one of the harshest environments on Earth. Their ability to swim long distances and break through thick ice to hunt seals is a testament to their strength and resilience. So, buckle up, grab your parka, and get ready to explore the fascinating world of the polar bear. From their playful antics to their incredible hunting skills, these majestic creatures are truly the comedians of the Arctic, bringing a touch of humor and wonder to this frozen wilderness. First impressions matter, even in the Arctic. When you think of the Arctic, the first image that often comes to mind is a majestic polar bear, standing tall against the stark white landscape. Their presence is commanding, and their appearance is nothing short of iconic. And let's be honest, no one rocks a white coat quite like a polar bear. This pristine white fur is not just for aesthetics, it serves a crucial purpose in their survival. The white coat provides excellent camouflage against the snowy and icy backdrop, making it easier for them to sneak up on their prey. But that luxurious fur isn't just for show, it's their secret weapon against the Arctic chill. Each hair is hollow, trapping air and providing insulation much like a high-quality down jacket. This unique structure helps them retain body heat, ensuring they stay warm even in the most frigid conditions. You see, those hollow hairs trap heat like a down jacket, keeping the polar bear toasty even when temperatures plummet. The fur is so effective that polar bears can overheat if they run too much, even in the freezing Arctic. And underneath all that fluff, black skin. This black skin is another ingenious adaptation. It absorbs and retains heat from the sun, acting like a natural solar panel. This additional layer of warmth is vital for their survival in such an extreme environment. Like a natural solar panel, it absorbs sunlight, adding an extra layer of warmth. This combination of hollow fur and black skin makes the polar bear one of the most well-adapted animals to the harsh Arctic climate. Talk about being energy efficient. These adaptations are not just fascinating, they are essential for the polar bear's survival. Every aspect of their anatomy is designed to conserve energy and maintain warmth. And don't forget those paws. Large and webbed, they're perfect for paddling through icy water and distributing weight to avoid those embarrassing ice-breaking moments. These paws also have small bumps and cavities that provide traction on the slippery ice, making them excellent hunters and swimmers. So the next time you see a polar bear, remember that every part of their wardrobe is a marvel of nature's engineering, perfectly suited for life in one of the planet's most extreme environments. Now let's talk about everyone's favorite subject, food. Polar bears are carnivores, which is a fancy way of saying they love their meat. And their favorite dish? Seals! These blubbery delicacies are packed with energy, essential for surviving those long Arctic winters. But catching a seal is no walk in the park, even if you're a polar bear. They'll wait patiently by breathing holes, stalk them on land, or even break into their snow dens. It's a tough job, and success isn't always guaranteed. In fact, most hunts end in failure. But hey, even the best hunters have their off days, right? Romance in the Arctic is complicated. Polar bears are solitary creatures, which means they prefer their own company most of the time. But when it's time to find a mate, they embark on epic journeys across the ice. Talk about a long-distance relationship. And if sparks fly, well, that's when things get really interesting. Female polar bears have this incredible ability called delayed implantation. Basically, the fertilized egg hangs out, waiting for the perfect moment to implant in the womb, and that moment usually coincides with, you guessed it, a nice, thick layer of blubber. Timing is everything, even in the Arctic. Section 5. The heat is on polar bears in hot water. Sadly, our Arctic comedians are facing a serious threat: climate change. As temperatures rise, sea ice, their primary hunting ground, is melting at an alarming rate. This means less habitat, fewer seals, and longer, more dangerous swims for these incredible creatures. And it's not just climate change. Pollution, oil and gas exploration, and human-wildlife conflict are all taking a toll. The Arctic is changing, and our polar bears are caught in the middle. Section 6. A family-divided polar bear subpopulations. Did you know there are 19 different subpopulations of polar bears scattered across the Arctic? Think of them as distant cousins, each adapted to their specific region. But here's the catch. Some cousins are doing better than others. Some populations are thriving, while others are struggling to survive. And to make matters worse, it's tough to get an accurate head count. It's like trying to count snowflakes in a blizzard. But one thing's for sure, we need to protect them all. Section 7. Pizzly or Growler bear, when worlds collide. Remember those distant polar bear cousins we talked about? Well, sometimes they get a little too close for comfort. As the Arctic warms and ice melts, polar bears and grizzly bears are crossing paths more frequently. And when that happens, nature takes its course. The result? A hybrid creature known as a Pizzly or Growler bear. These cuddly-looking creatures are a fascinating example of hybridization, but their existence also highlights the dramatic changes happening in the Arctic. Section 8. Polar bear. Fun facts. You won't believe it. Get ready to dive into the fascinating world of polar bears, where every fact is more incredible than the last. Ready for some mind-blowing polar bear trivia? These majestic creatures are full of surprises that will leave you in awe. Hold on to your hats. Did you know that polar bears are not just playful but also incredibly intelligent? They use their wits to survive in one of the harshest environments on Earth. Polar bears can smell prey, like seals, from up to 20 miles away. Imagine having a sense of smell so powerful that you could detect a meal from such a great distance. That's like sniffing out a pizza from another city. Their sense of smell is one of the most developed in the animal kingdom, making them exceptional hunters. They have a third eyelid. This special adaptation helps protect their eyes from the glaring Arctic sun and the icy winds. It's like built-in sunglasses for those bright, snowy days. This third eyelid acts as a shield, ensuring they can see clearly even in the most blinding conditions. Their fur isn't actually white, it's true. Each hair is transparent and hollow, which helps trap heat and keep them warm in freezing temperatures. It's transparent, and it reflects light, making them appear white. Sneaky. This clever trick of nature helps them blend into their snowy surroundings, making them nearly invisible to prey. Polar bears are surprisingly fast on land. Despite their size, they can move with incredible speed when they need to. They can sprint at speeds of up to 25 miles per hour, but only for short distances. This burst of speed is perfect for catching unsuspecting prey. Don't challenge them to a marathon. After a quick sprint, they need to rest and recover, just like any top athlete. Polar bears are truly remarkable creatures, full of surprises and incredible adaptations that make them the kings of the Arctic. Section 9. Time to care, be a polar bear hero. The fate of the polar bear rests in our hands. By addressing climate change, reducing our carbon footprint, and supporting conservation efforts, we can help ensure these magnificent creatures have a future. It's time to become polar bear heroes. Let's make sure our children and grandchildren can marvel at these Arctic comedians for generations to come, because a world without polar bears is a world without laughter, and that's just not a world we want to live in.